Hello everyone, my name is Zoe Lilac, and today I will be explaining to you what the terms uncertainty and percent error are. Let's start with the term percent error. The definition of percent error is a measure of how inaccurate a measurement is compared to its actual value. For example, if you're conducting a lab or experiment and you're trying to see how close to an actual value you get, you plug it into a formula. You take your measured value minus your actual value all over your actual value. This will give you a decimal, and you take this decimal and you multiply it by 100 to get to a percentage. This percentage is your percent error. However, you should note that if you plug in your values from your experiment into the formula and you get a negative number, you just ignore the negative sign, and you make it positive. An example of this is if I have a calculated value of 70 from a lab or experiment, when I'm comparing it to its actual value of 80, I plug it into the formula. I take my calculated value, 70, minus its actual value, 80, all over its actual value of 80. This gets me to a decimal. My decimal in this case is negative 0.125. But you note from my last slide that you ignore this negative and you make it positive. Then you multiply your decimal by 100 to get it to a percent. This percent is the percent error. So in this case, the percent error between my calculated value of 70 and my actual value of 80 is 12.5%. Let's move on to uncertainty. All measurements have an uncertainty associated with them, unless they are exact integers. However, when you're conducting a lab or experiment, it's very hard to get exact integers, and most typically you end up with decimal numbers. The uncertainty is the last rounded digit of your decimal. An example of that is if I get a calculated value of 1.25 in a lab or experiment, it implies that I have a minimum uncertainty of plus or minus 0.01. However, this is a minimum, and it could be a bigger uncertainty. But the range of what your actual numbers could be is 1.24 to 1.26. The number of 1.25 is just an estimate, and its uncertainty is plus or minus 0.01, because we're looking at the last rounded digit, which in this case is the 5, which is in the 100th position. This means that it does have a minimum uncertainty of 0.01. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope this helped explain what the terms uncertainty and percent error are. Thank you!